Let's bring in our next guest, Steve Case. Steve, how's it going?
Good, thank you.
Now, Steve Case, you are from Bright Horizons. What is that?
We're actually home health and hospice.
Home health and hospice.
Yes.
And so how does this work?
Well, actually, we work through anything from a doctor's order. So if you had a physician's order for you need some home health or therapy, you're getting back from like maybe a hip surgery or whatnot, then you would obviously get a doctor's order. We'd then be our group. We come to your home. We work with you in therapy. Do that. On the hospice side, it kind of works the same way. You might have a doctor's order from the physician that just simply says, we're, working through a disease at that point, and you're going to need some services for hospice. And a lot of times we hear hospice and we gasp and we go,
because when you say hospice, it's not at home. It's the patient goes to you and stays.
No, it could be home, and most often it is home.
And what is hospice exactly?
You got a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week nurse at your call. You're not going to have to go to emergency room. You're not going to need to go back and see your physician at this point. Our nurse comes to you wherever you are. You might be living at Fairwinds Retirement Community. You might be living at home. You could be anywhere that you are. Our nurse, our caregivers come to you. That is actually all paid for through Medicare and Medi-Cal. So you don't pay anything out of pocket. All medications supplied. No, I'm not.
Okay,
no, administrator for that, yeah.
But you're going to know the answer to this question. Mm-hmm. Why is this so important?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing why it's important is what do we know about end-of-life care versus just typical care? When you go to emergency room, you want something that's going to make you feel better. End-of-life care, we want something that's going to make you feel comforted. So we want you to be comfortable at home.
And in the event that an emergency happens, having the nurse there then could be the world of difference to what could like a stroke or a heart attack or something like that. Having the nurse right there can make a big difference.
It's a huge difference. And again,
this time means everything right there.
Yeah, and literally they are a phone call away from our acting physician, so medications come like that for you. Okay. So you're not waiting and then going to a place to get a pharmacy order for
Or if the difference between, should I call an ambulance or I need to call an ambulance?
You're calling us, no matter what. Mm-hmm. Got a fever, you're calling us. Okay. We're going to tell you what to do next and give you that instruction, give you that directive. It may be you're with your significant other, and they're going to be doing a lot of the care side for you, but it's another person to call. So again, it's a free service, that it's nothing out of pocket for the family, but it's also a doctor prescription for that then says this is what you need for us. Yeah.
Okay, well, you come here today first to explain to everybody exactly what you guys do, what hospice is, but you also have an event coming up that you want to talk about.
We do, yeah, and honestly, outside of all of that, we're doing a celebration of life. This Saturday, it's going to be at 10:30 a.m. at the Bridge Church, if you're not familiar, on Ashland, just a little bit east of First. They've been there for years, fabulous church. The celebration of life is just exactly what it sounds like. Anybody, all of us in the room, everybody you know, has lost somebody of importance in their life. It's a good chance to just come and just pay a little homage to that. We love the fact that it's on the week before Thanksgiving. We're thankful. I mean, I'm thankful for the fact that my dad brought me into the earth and did the great job he did with me. But it's been 16 years since he passed. But it's a great opportunity for me to come back and celebrate his life. Amongst others that we've had, so a lot of the people that we've cared for have lost somebody. We want to give them a general overview of that. We've got music. We're going to release about 50 to 75 Dove, at this event. It's a quick event. There's refreshments provided by some other outside groups. We're not asking for donation, none of that. We just simply want an opportunity to come back with people and say, we appreciate you. We appreciated your loved ones, and it's our gift back to them.
And it's okay.
Yeah, and it is. And I think the first step towards any type of, whenever we talk about recovery of a lost one, it always comes back to celebration. I mean, I want to remember the great times, not the end-of-life part that sometimes is difficult for us to get past. The great part of life is that, man, there were some great memories for that. So, we're joyous about that.
Cool. All right. Well, the event is when?
Saturday. We're at 10:30 at the Bridge.
Okay.
And then if you ever want to know more about hospice services, look up Bright Horizon. I'm happy to come out to the house and discuss things with you. It's what we do. I'm what they call a community educator. We have a slew of registered nurses. That's who comes and actually does the care for us. Fabulous people. I mean, they're the real brains of the operation. So, Bridget and Rebecca and Ajit, and we got a list of registered nurses who would come out and work with you. So it's a neat thing. It's never a sad thing, I don't say, for people. We always get that kind of fearful part of life, but I think there's an education involved in that, and there's no cost on that either.
There's no, let me help you through it.
Absolutely.
Right.
Or what's my next steps, or what are my options? And so 7 years I've been doing senior living. I've worked around Fresno in different capacities, so maybe for you it's just, might be time to look at some retirement living at like a, again, you can throw out a Wyndham or a Fairwinds or San Joaquin Gardens, or, some great options out there.
Awesome. All right, well, I want to thank you very much,
Steve,
for
Congratulations
coming by.
on the baby.
Thank you very much. Nice to have you on.
Thanks.
And have a great event.